great. I've heard a lot of good things about you guys. Alright, so I'd like to start off by saying thank you to Ms. Cardinal for having us here, and thank you guys all for your time.
Wait! I forgot the most important person!
Laura.
Laura! This is Mrs. Lane. She is a very good friend of mine from high school, and she's the one who arranged this with me for them to come. She thought of it. I don't know if you guys remember, she was one of the speech judges, and she enjoyed your speeches so much, and she enjoyed the ones about soccer, and so she was like, hey, I got this great idea. Can I bring some soccer players from Cal State? And so it was all her, so we need to give her a round of applause.
Well, like she said, my name is Albert Cabrera, and I go to Muscoy, Cal State San Bernardino. Do you guys know where that is? Yeah. Does anyone not know where that is? It's like down the street before you hit the mountain. You take State Street down, before you hit the mountain, you'll run into the school, and that's where we're at. Okay? So I'd like to start by asking you guys some questions. We'll give you guys time at the end so you guys can ask us all the questions you want to know about soccer, school, sports, getting good grades. Okay? Alright, so let's see. How many of you guys want to go to college? Good. I hope everyone's raising their hand. How many of you guys like sports? Even better. How many of you think that playing a sport can get you through college? Yeah? Well, it can. And that's how we got through college. How many of you guys ever have a dream of playing professional? Good. Like it. Alright, well, here's a little bit about me and when I was growing up. So, for me, growing up, my dream was to play soccer in college. Not only college, but also play professionally. And it was kind of hard for me because where I grew up, I mean, we really didn't have the best schools. And it was hard because financially, my parents couldn't afford to put me through college. So it was all going to depend on me. And keeping my grades up was something, I mean, it didn't come easy, and I'm sure you guys know that. But I knew that was the only way I was going to make it to college if I kept my grades up. So throughout high school, I worked my butt off to get my grades up and kept them up. And then came my senior year. My senior year of high school, I got a phone call from the coach down at San Bernardino, and he offered me to pay for all my school if I played soccer for him after school. But he asked me for one thing. Do any of you guys know what that is?
No.
My grade. The first thing he asked me for was, can I see your grades? I was happy. I said, sure. So as soon as he saw my grades, he accepted it. That's how I got to college. My grades up, keeping my grades up was the most important thing. Besides being a good player, the first thing they asked to see were my grades. And it starts now. If you don't have your grades up now, we got to try to pick them up to get to high school, get those grades up, and if you want to go to college, get your college you can pay for. Your grades is the key to success. This was huge because, like I said, I knew my parents weren't going to be able to afford college, so getting a scholarship was just almost a dream come true to me, just because even since I was little, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play soccer in college and then make it in pros. So, luckily I had wonderful grades and they accepted me into school and I got in. Being a good student, it not only got me to college, but it's made the rest of my life easy. And the way it's made it easy is because it's opened up opportunities for me. It's given me almost a college degree, which I will graduate in December. I will graduate with a degree in kinesiology. Does anyone know what kinesiology is? Not one person? It's something like that. But kinesiology is just a big fancy word for PE. You guys all like PE, right? Yeah. You guys all like PE? Yeah. These are awesome.
David?
Alright, so I was glad I did
Could you bring
change my attitude about school and got my grades up because it's got me to where I am now.
Dry up the
And it can get you guys a lot of places, so make sure you guys keep your grades up. That's the most important part. Before friends, before anything, school comes first. They call us student
Sorry,
athletes.
you need to be more
We're
responsible with
students,
that water.
we're athletes. The reason it says student athlete is because a student comes before you're an athlete. If you don't have the grades in school, they won't let you play at all. So you guys got to keep your grades up. Alright, well, a little bit about Cal State. Like I said, Cal State's just located north of you guys. North, right before you hit the mountains. It was founded in 1965. Where did you guys born in 1965? No? Let's see, this is pretty old. It's big, it's beautiful, and it's just getting bigger. Every year they're adding buildings, they're adding stuff just as parking structures. You guys may see parking structures. It's pretty difficult to find a parking spot when you're there, so I mean, that's huge for us. And also they offer, you guys all know what a major is?
Yes.
Can someone explain to me what a major is? It's like a course you take, or like a set of courses you take and you get a degree in it. And Cal State San Bernardino has over 50 majors that they offer that you guys can choose from. Going into college, I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but I mean, you can still go there and they will help you determine what you want to do. And it took me 2 years, but I figured out what I loved and what I wanted to do. And that's just to work with athletes and also even being a teacher, because I love working and talking to kids. So that was something that I really wanted to do, and that's the major I chose, kinesiology. So after you get done with getting your degree, they also offer 25 programs of master's degrees to further your education. It's a great school, and I love that I made the decision to go there. I don't regret it one bit. I loved it. And if I had to choose, I'd pick it again, hands down. And we all know it can get pretty expensive, right? You guys all know college is pretty expensive. Well, there's different types of aids that'll help you guys in paying that. There's grants, which is basically free money. You just apply for a grant, and if the state sees you have financial needs, they'll give you a grant, and it's free money. You guys can use it to pay for your school, your books, stuff like that. There's loans. Loans are where you borrow money, and they'll help you pay for the school, but then once you graduate, you pay them back. There's scholarships. There's a lot of scholarships out there. Like, I know a lot of you guys are of Hispanic heritage. There's a scholarship just for being Hispanic. Every race, I believe they offer something. Just for being a student, they offer you scholarships. By every major, depending on your major, if you have good grades, they'll give you a scholarship just for being a student that picked that major. So there's a lot of ways. And then there's also athletic scholarships. Alright, at Cal State, we offer a variety of sports. For women, we offer basketball, softball, volleyball, cross country, water polo, and soccer. Do we have any girls in here that do any of those? Yeah? See, you guys get your school paid for if you do any of those sports. And for guys, we have basketball, baseball, golf, we have soccer. So there's not as many guy sports, but it's still a great school to go to. Alright, now the interesting stuff about me. Like I said, I'm a student there. I'm on my 4th year. This is going to be my 4th year. I will finish up in December. I played soccer there for 4 years. Since I got there, I played freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year there. And I just finished up my last season. These last 2 years, we did pretty good. We set a couple school records for wins, and also we made it to playoffs twice in a row, my junior and my senior year. That's only the 3rd time in school history that we've ever made it to playoffs. So that was pretty exciting for us. I finished my career there with 21 goals, 14 assists, and 56 points. And my junior year, I made it, so now I'm 4th all time in single season points. So I had a pretty good year that year. I was named Offensive Player of the Year for 2009. I was All-West Region, and I was All-Conference. And this would not have been possible without me doing real good in school. So I hope all you guys do good in school, keep your grades up, and follow your dreams. That's it. Thank you. The next person that's going to talk, he was a 2010-2011 All-American Student Athlete of the Year for Cal State. So I'd like you guys to give a warm welcome to
Alright, so my name is Obi Agu, and just like Albert, I've been playing soccer pretty much my whole life. Probably since I was about 3 or 4 years old. Played ASO, then went on to club, then went on to junior high, high school, and then college. And like what Albert was saying, none of it would be possible without having your grades. You gotta have your grades right. Just like he said, the coach, first thing he said, going to college, I need to see your grades before we make any kind of decisions. Like, even in high school, you had to have at least a 2.5 just to play an athletic sport. So grades is that's really what you want to strive for. I mean, athletics is good, but your number one concern should be academics, because if you get hurt playing sports, then all you can depend on is your academics. That's what's going to take you. And so, kind of like what he was saying, same thing. Me and him came into college same time. I played 4 years at Cal State San Bernardino. It was probably the best 4 years of my life, just having that college experience. We shared a lot of success in college. The school hadn't been as successful before we got there. We could say we were part of a successful spell at Cal State San Bernardino, so that was good about it. And also another thing I wanted to talk about was just playing a sport. There's more to a sport than just being good at it or just playing it just to play. Like, coaches always tell you, you got to respect everybody. You got to respect your teammates. You got to respect your opponent. You got to respect your coaches, because if you don't respect your teammates or your coaches, then you're not going to play. And that's they stress that. That's one of their main concerns, respect. So always respect yourself, respect your friends, respect everybody, because that's how it's going to get you far in life, having respect for people. And also another thing at college I learned is, was there's more to college than just, because when I was going to college, I just pretty much had the idea of playing sports, playing soccer. That's all I wanted to do, you know. And like Albert, my dream was to play professional, and I've realized that not everyone's going to be a professional athlete. So the most important thing is to get that college degree, because once you get that degree, it opens up so many doors for you, and you can do so many things, and you can have a career having that college degree. So that's probably academics really is the most important thing that you guys can ever think about. That's what I wanted to stress. That's pretty much all I have to say about that.
You guys all turn around. You guys